Hi, this is Elliot Eisenberg of Graphs and Laughs, catching you up to date on the latest in residential sales data in Hillsborough and in Pasco counties. And the key expression that you've got to keep in your mind is inventory starvation. In both counties, no matter how you measure it, there's nothing to buy. It keeps plumbing new depths. In Hillsborough County, there's 1.1 months of single fam and 1.2 months for multifam. In Pasco County, it's 1 month for single and 1.5 months for multi. No matter how you measure it in total units, they're down 50% for single fam in Hillsborough, 43% for multifam. And in Pasco, the equivalent numbers are 55% and 42%. Inventory is shrinking and it's at all-time lows across the board. As a result of that, house prices continue to go up. House prices are up 15% in Hillsborough County for single and 5% for multi. In Pasco County, they're a little more even. They're up 10% for single, 18% for multi. These are very strong numbers no matter how you look at it. And the actual prices paid are either December records or all-time records. In Hillsborough, we're looking at almost $300,000 for single fam and about $192,000 for multifam. In Pasco County, the single fam units are less at $272,000, but the multifam units are more at $200,000. And sales activity is very strong. Sales activity is up 12% for single in Hillsborough and 22% for multifamily. And in Pasco County, it's up 16% and 14% respectively. So no matter how you look at it, sales activity is good. Prices are up. We didn't talk about dollar volumes, but they're obviously also up by roughly 30% year over year. And because it's people want to move to the area, and there's no inventory to buy. And that despite the fact that there's no inventory, buyers keep coming. It's because Tampa's an appealing place to move. You read it in all kinds of magazines and lists. It's one of the top 10 places here and top 10 places there. It's relatively affordable to other coastal communities and so on and so forth. It doesn't get hurricanes and so on. If we now turn our attention and look at national data and see what's going on there, Q1 we understand now is shaping up to be a pretty lackluster quarter. GDP is probably going to be somewhere in the ballpark of 1.5%. And it's going to be that good despite the fact, or because of the fact that President Trump signed into law a $900 billion COVID relief package in late December of 2020. And that money's now starting to course through the economy. If we think back to 2020, in November and December, the economy was really starting to run out of gas. Retail sales and household consumption were actually going negative in December. Job growth was negative in December. This money's coming just in time to get us through the winter months when there's COVID's high, government closures are high, people are staying home. Had been running out of money. This is a bridge to get us through to the end of the first quarter. And by then what's going to happen is President Biden, he's now trying to pass another COVID relief package of about $1.9 trillion. And then a month later, he's going to try and pass an infrastructure package of similar size. Now, his congressional majorities in both chambers are razor thin, so chances are very strong that these bills will shrink in size. Nonetheless, once they get passed, one of them or probably two of them get passed, certainly one of them, we're going to have more money coming through the economy. The weather will be better. Government closures will end. Restaurants will open. We're going to get more injections. We'll be closer to herd immunity. This is setting up Q2, Q3, and Q4 for terrific numbers. We could see Q2 at maybe 4%, Q3 at maybe 6%, Q4 at maybe 7 or 8%. I mean, really good numbers. Such a GDP over the course of the year averages out about 5% across the year. Very good numbers. We'll probably create 4 to 5 million jobs. Unemployment will fall from where it is now in the upper 6s to the lower 5s. This is terrific. What's the fly in the ointment? And there really is only one that I can see. Well, two, the rollout of the coronavirus, but we'll figure that one out shortly. And the other one is these new mutations we're seeing. Mutations in Brazil, Britain, and South Africa. And the question is, how efficacious are the injections that we're getting for these newer strains and mutations that weren't really planned for at the time? Hopefully they work, and that's great. If not, it's a bigger problem, obviously, needless to say. So this 21 is shaping up to be good, and inventory starvation is not leading to reduced sales. Great news also. That's it for now. See you next month.